this gorgeous floral. Tamara Robbins Griffith is here to show you how you can arrange it. And I think it's cool that you're going to give us some of the skills to do this ourselves, because going out and buying floral is amazing, but it can get a little bit pricey. So you can make, I mean, you're really gifted at this. You can make a beautiful bouquet. Yes, you did, and you can tell. Maybe just following a few rules. Like, what are the rules that you follow to do it?
I do like to build it in my hand. So we'll talk while I start, and it's going to be important to use a few larger anchor flowers. That's kind of how you're going to, so for these little ones, first of all, we're using some alternative types of vessels, okay? Because that way, aren't we all happy when you can get more than one use out of something that you have in your house?
So when you wash out the flowers, then you drink your beer.
Pass me the, yes, that's right. Or your Moscow Mule. So I'll take these.
Okay.
So we have these great copper Moscow Mules from HomeSense. And the nice thing about using sort of a smaller vessel is that, you know, when you're putting it on the table, it's not going to block the sight line.
That's true.
Right?
So already so many things. So you've said you build it in your hand.
I am.
You use the bigger flowers, because if you think about it, the bigger the flower, the less you actually have to put in there. These are fillers, right?
Yeah.
So it's a big bloom.
The fillers, the other pieces, the branches, we have some beautiful gold spray painted branches that I love. That's going to give it a little bit of height, a little bit of structure. So I just put it in my hand, and then I kind of add and spin, people. I add and spin.
So you're going around, you're putting some smaller flowers in,
smaller
ones, greenery in.
Building it from the center outwards. And the other thing I did before the show started was I took off the flowers that are below the waterline. Sorry, the leaves that are below the water. So I did the preparation.
Yes.
And that, you know what, it goes a long way. You think, oh, that's only for fancy florists. But it's going to make it easier when you start doing it if there aren't a ton of leaves in your hand where you're trying to build out the arrangement. It's like a sous chef is going to prepare your mise en place, right?
Right, and in this case, that sous chef is your children.
Your children.
Take all the leaves off under this line, please.
I do. No, it doesn't.
It makes it so much easier, and it's fun for them, and it's going to look so much better when you put it in. Now, this vessel, you can't see through it, but if you were to use a clear vessel, you're really going to want that clean line at the bottom so that you don't see all that guck. The leaves get gucky in the water.
Yeah, totally. So that's another bonus.
Yeah.
Now, here's another thing. I lost my floral tape. We're going to start doing the big one, too.
Okay.
But I lost my floral tape, so I just cut little pieces of duct tape.
Okay, because we can't see it anyway.
You can't see it anyway. And I think I just put it on kind of loosely.
Yeah.
To hold things roughly. I'm going to cut this really short. I may not get to the big one, but I would kind of do it the same. I would approach the big vessel the same way.
Yeah.
Okay. This is where it can get tricky when you have those sticks. So I'm cutting this pretty short. Once you plop it in the vessel, then you don't need the tape. You can keep building it out, you know, once it's in the vessel, but it's got a bit of structure. So then you can add some more.
Now, here's my question for you. How did you know how much you needed to cut to make it fit into that vessel?
That was like a guess. And if I wasn't on TV, I might go back and do another little snip, you know, to take off a little bit more for the exact right height from like a proportion perspective.
Right.
But yeah, so the larger arrangement I've built in an ice bucket, right? So again, it just kind of, and we've added these faux elements. So I got the branches and the wheat.
This is
also at HomeSense. You can keep some of that stuff or something faux even that you're mixing in.
Yeah, so you can play with it a little bit, and it's going to be a style situation. Some people want the foliage to be right on top. Other people want it to be a little bit higher. Some people want the height in the middle. Some people put the height on the edges. But man, does that look gorgeous. Can we give her a hand for that? She's